No, I'm just kidding. It's Jacob. I don't have an intro yet. You think our intro would be Headlines by Drake? Yeah, right. And you'll get the reference. You'll get it. Just hang in there. All right? All right. See ya. This is how I met my brother.
Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, wherever you may be and whenever you may be listening. I hope your day is well, and welcome to today's podcast. This is your host, Jeff, and I'm seated next to my single ray of sunshine in my life. Perhaps the beam of light is poking through the blinds in the morning. Jacob Michael Cody, how are you doing today, pal?
Oh, I'm just great, Jeff. I felt like at first it was like a sign off of like the news channel, and then it turned into like a motivational tape of
how great you are.
A beam coming through the shade, the fish swimming backwards upstream to get to his day job.
Yeah, not gonna lie, I was a little confused there. I don't know. At first, I made that up kind of on the spot, and I had no idea where I was going.
Just kept going. Hey, well...
but yeah, we're here. We made it.
A+ for improv. I liked it.
Yeah, I'm taking an improv class, actually.
Or maybe I'll give it a B+, actually. It was there, but it wasn't...
Well, Dr. Thomas, my instructor, would have said that's an A.
Dr. Thomas. He has a PhD, and he's teaching an improv class?
That's exactly right. He's very good at his job.
I guess so. I mean, I guess as a doctor, you do have to improv.
Tell you what, I'm not going to lie. And you could tell when I walked in because you were like, you okay there, pal?
Yeah, a little disheveled.
I'm a little disheveled, a little flustered. I'm not incredibly flustered. On the flustered I can't even talk.
Flustered.
On the flustered scale, I'm probably a 4 out of 10. But we're getting there.
That's not bad.
I'm trying to relax a little bit. So I think what happened was I woke up today late. And so throughout the entire day, I've been late. I've been running around. I was really busy. And then something got added that I had to do. Hence, I was late getting here. So I'm just, I'm kind of out of breath. And I've been going like nonstop. So I'm trying to relax a little.
Are you sure you're a 4? It sounds like you're like a 6 or 7 here.
It feels a little bit like it could be a 5 or a 6.
Yeah.
Maybe not a 4. But overall, I'm okay.
Well, good. I'm sorry that you woke up late today. No alarm there or sleep through it or...
I woke up, but I didn't get up.
Yeah,
was the issue.
That's like me every day.
Yeah. So I got to the gym late. I had to cut my workout short, come back, run through the shower, do all this. Then get to the office, and it's busy, and then I have to go do something that I wasn't expecting to do, so I get back to the office late to come here to you, and it's just a whole big mess.
Yeah.
So I'm thrown off.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Good news is I did a quality check on your crew down the road from me, and
you did.
Everything looked pretty good. I wanted to make sure they were taking the right safety measures and not disrespecting their project manager over there, and make sure they all need neither
of us can talk.
all the supplies they needed.
Yep.
So. Looks good, yeah.
Appreciate you having you as a per diem project manager on the staff.
Yeah, I'll send you a bill. I'll send a bill to Judy.
Yeah, Judy, that's the one.
Yeah, I know.
How do you know that?
I know everything.
That's funny.
But yeah, no, but I did. My boy Norm, your brother.
Yep.
PM down the street. Let me know that there's a job right down the road for me, so I went to go check it out.
All looked good?
On my lunch break, everything looked good.
You were happy with it?
Yeah, although your boys out there a little brave. They're on the roof. It was a pretty steep roof too. I mean, I guess it wasn't like wet or anything, but it was like a 3-story apartment complex, and roof's a little steep, and there are no harnesses. They're just.
I think they probably had harnesses on.
Yeah, it didn't look like it, but I would hope so,
No, I think they definitely had them on.
All right, good.
They're supposed to, so I'm sure that they did.
Yeah, come to think of it, they had them on.
Oh, man. Yeah, those are scary, man. The tall ones are scary. We did one in Putnam that was like that, like an apartment complex, but it was like 11 or 15 buildings or something, and they're all like 2.5 to 3 stories, and not incredibly steep.
But pretty step.
Pretty step, yeah. Pretty step, but not steep.
But not steep, yeah.
It's, you know what happened? I didn't do my vocal exercises before this episode. Combine that with the 6 on the...
Peter Piper picked a pickle peppers.
Yeah. That's
Fuzzy
what
Wuzzy wasn't bear.
Yeah.
Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair.
I think
Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't very fuzzy, was he?
That was pretty good.
Thanks.
But so when you're measuring steepness of the roof, you have like, it's from 0 to 12. And so Norm said that was like probably an 8. So if sometimes you get to be like 12 out of 12, or if you're steeper than a 12, you can be like a 14 or 16 out of 12, which is very, very steep. You can't walk on it.
Big danger.
But yeah, that one looked a little scary. A little steep, a little high. You know.
A little high, a little low.
Yep.
When you, so are you doing like all those buildings, or is that just one owner? I don't really get that. Or you just have that one?
So we're just doing that one. I don't know who owns all of those around there, but apparently this guy owns some others in the area. But for right now, for him in particular, for this week, we're just doing that one.
Nice.
So, yeah. It was good stuff. What did you think, by the way, changing subjects, what did you think of your Spotify Wrapped?
Oh, it was...
Not ours, we'll get to that, but your personal Spotify Wrapped. Can you tell me what was on there?
I just said, you've listened to 19 hours of Jacob either complaining about the IRS or whatever it was. And, although I was a tiny bit offended, it's pretty accurate. Yeah. So you can't argue the facts. Mm-hmm. But, no, it was good. I liked them all. If you guys haven't seen them, check them out on our Instagram. We
did a funny little Spotify Wrapped of the pod, some typical things we talk about. But I was actually referring to your personal Spotify Wrapped, like who you listen to the most. Oh, yeah. Yikes. So tell me about that. How was that? Tough. Well, just I'd like to hear who was on plug there. Yeah. About my personal one, the top 2 are always the top 2. That's accurate. They're the goats of their respective genres. Mm-hmm. One is my boy NF. Yeah. I got his, NF. He just gets me hype. And then when I'm feeling a little sad, he's got a little sad song in there sometimes, you know what I mean? Feeling a little sad. A little sad boy hours right. Sometimes. You got that, but you got the hype music, and that's good. And it's still like, it's like encouraging, like clean music. Yeah, that's important. Where it's not just like get money, kill people, women. With a bunch of curses mixed throughout. It's just kind of like it's still hype, but it's like oh man, it's like kind of get money, but it's like yo, work hard to get money. You know what I mean? So that's funny. It hypes me up that way. And then Drake is the opposite when I'm feeling hood sometimes or feeling hood. Whatever I'm feeling some sort of way. Like. Sometimes you just gotta ask 21, can you do something for me? That's facts. Naturally, I would imagine you feel hood all the time because you do live in the hood. So yeah, and, we got Hood Cody over here, walking down the street with his pants hanging low, his hoodie, baggy clothes. Yeah, I mean, summer all I did was rest. Yeah. New Year's all I did was stretch. So you already know it's just God's plan that he made it onto my Spotify Wrapped. It's not all me. I was going to plug that one. You stole that from me. I had that in my mind. Oh, man. Gosh darn it. How many... I would like to go back and count how many Drake songs you just plugged in there. I could go on for a while. I mean, please do. Let's just, as we go throughout this episode, just plug more. All right, I'll plug Drake in throughout the episode, and it'll be... You won't even know. Yeah. And it'll be so that everybody out there will view. Mm-hmm. It'll be some good views on there, so... Yep. Yeah, it'll actually probably make headlines, to be honest, but. Yep. Okay, there you go. That's 2 more. If you have an accurate count of how many come throughout this episode, let us know. Yeah. Yeah, I'll keep going. I'll plug them in there. You won't even know. Maybe we'll send you a gift. Yeah, we'll send you a free month subscription. To the podcast on Spotify. To the podcast. Yeah. But you have to pay for Spotify. True, but we're free. Yeah. Well, so you had NF, you had Drake. Who else? So NF, Drake. Did you not have anybody else that we talk about? I mean, the other ones were just like random. I pull it up right now. Like
Kanye West was on there, which is not a good look. Which is not a good look right now. But listen, it's like early 2000 Kanye's that I listen to.
I'm with that.
Mid 2000, like. So it's good stuff. It's not. It's not anything new.
I can think of one Kanye song that I really, really like, and I can't say the name.
Yeah, that's good. I had Louis Capaldi on there.
He's good. Yeah,
he's really good. That's Louis. Sad boy. That's sad boy music.
Naturally, yep.
And then I had my boy JVKE on there.
He's dope. I've been listening to a little bit of Jake.
Yeah.
He has some good music. I see him on Spotify. Obviously Spotify, but SiriusXM all the time. He'll come up on Hits 1.
Yeah. So I listen to him, give him some support. He's my boy. So that was my top. And then my top 5 songs were just all sad boy songs. So we don't have to. we don't have to go through those.
What about your pods?
Pods, yeah, I had, pods were Oops.
Mm-hmm. That's our friends at Oops the Podcast.
Yeah.
Check them out, Francis and Julio.
Yeah, Barstool Sports, newest edition, or maybe not newest, but one of the newer ones. Number 2 is How I Met My Brother. Nice. So, but it's because How I Met My Brother only posts once a week and Oops posts twice, or else it would be the number 1 on my.
Yeah, it's not really fair.
On my list. And then I had Full Send Podcast.
Respect. Big Nelk guy.
Big Nelk guy. We wanna.
Yeah. What do you think, boys? Huh?
That was pretty good. It's not even necessarily I like them per se on the pod, but they have some of the most interesting guests on any podcast, probably other than Joe Rogan.
Yeah, yep, you're right. You hit the nail on the head. They do have the best guests. I listen.
They do. I
go through their episode and Rogan actually, and just listen to the guests that I really want to hear. Like Zuckerberg was on Rogan. Listen to that. Elon was on both of them.
I like the Elon one on Full Send.
Donnie, Justin Thomas, John Daly.
I just listened to one with.
Lil Yachty?
No, I did listen to that one. That was good. That was funny. No, I haven't finished. Billy McFarland. Did you ever hear?
I don't know who that is. No.
So Billy McFarland is like this dude that created what he called the Fire Festival.
I've heard of this. Yeah,
and it was a scam. Basically, he and listening to the pod, it wasn't actually meant to be a scam. He just got too ahead of himself, and he tried to get basically like a year's done of work in like 4 weeks. Did I say that right? A year's worth of work
done in 4 weeks.
Done in 4 weeks, yeah.
Yeah, you had it.
And so, but then so he had to lie to people, and so he went to prison for 5 years.
Yeah, I knew he went to prison. Didn't know how long.
And he just got out a couple months ago.
Okay.
And this was the first pod he did, so I listened to that. But pretty interesting. He gives insight on what he did, and he's but he owns up to it. He's straight up I lied to people. He has to pay $26 million in restitution, back to people, and he's they deserve the money, so it's what I have to do, and he's got a good attitude about it. But it's a pretty interesting story. Basically, he in the Bahamas, he set up these festivals for music, and he had people sign on. The only he was naming bands, and one band that actually turned him down eventually was Blink 182, but these big bands,
they're huge.
Yeah, would come down, and you could party on a yacht, and you'd stay in these villas and all this stuff, and but he wanted to do it, so he started to do it, and everybody that was giving him the yachts and stuff to rent were on this credit system. So he'd be like, yeah, look at the revenue, but he'd fake the revenue. And they'd be like, okay, yeah, here's the yacht, but then he couldn't pay it, and then people would get there, and they were promised these sick villas, and it was not like that, and everything just didn't go, and so it was a big scam and false advertisement and fake revenue and fake, all this stuff.
So my initial reaction was that he was just trying to pull one over on people. Do you think that was the case, or do you think that he was really trying to make it work and everything? I feel you would come back on a big podcast like that and have excuses to try and share save your image.
Yeah, and it's tough to say because he sounds so genuine, but he's like a world-class scam artist.
Yeah.
So he could just be saying all this to, for his next big scam. But I will say that in my head, and maybe it's like being a scam artist is like a disease. But like in my head, like you go to prison for 5 years, like, and people are like, I'm not. And he even said this. He's like, nobody trusts me anymore. Like, I have to build everything. He's like, I work so hard for connections now that they won't even pick up my phone calls.
Yeah.
And so, like, I can't imagine you get back from that and then you try something. Like, he's saying that he's going to try these things again, but do it the right way. And I can't imagine you'd scam him again. You know what I mean? Like, if everybody... Because it was like... It's like a Netflix documentary.
It is. Yeah.
Like, all these things. Whereas, like, everybody knows. So I feel like you... First of all, couldn't get away with another scam like that. And second of all, like, why would you go to prison for 5 years? And, like, when he was in prison, he was saying, like, crazy stories. Like, at first he was, like, in a prison with, like, a bunch of, like, guys who committed tax fraud. Like, rich white guys.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
So he was in that, but then he tried to, like... He tried, like, different... He's like, I was an idiot for this. We like tried doing different things in prison to like make money to start paying the restitution back, and then it was like illegal. Yeah. So he got caught and then got sent to like solitary confinement, and then like got sent to these other prisons that were like not like that. And he's like basically like he's like said like he could like hear things going on in the prison that were just like insane.
What do you mean?
Like people like getting hurt and like stabbed and
really?
Yeah.
And
he's like honestly like prison is like really really scary, but as long as you're not like a sexual predator or like you owe someone money that's there, then you're not really like a target. Yeah. But it's obviously still like not safe. But he's like I didn't like. He's like I never felt safe, but I never felt like unsafe. So because he just scammed people, and no one that he owed money to like was in prison. Yeah. At the same time, so. But anyways, that was my top 4. And now Notes on My Phone by Ryan Lynch, part of the Oops. That was on my top pod. And they all, I tagged them all in it, and they all respected it and hearted it.
Do you listen to Ryan's at all? Really? Like much?
I listened to the first, like, 10 episodes.
I don't think he posts very often.
No. It was alright. The only thing that I didn't like about it was that it was just him usually. Oh, really? It was usually just him, and then like he would have a guest, like he had his roommate on a few times, and like those were like interesting because like you're going back and forth, and it was kind of funny. Yeah. But when it was just him, I just kind of got bored after like 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's fair. He's a very funny guy though. But like his TikTok.
I still love you.
Yeah, still love you, Ryan. He's very funny though. His TikTok is really really hilarious.
Yeah. What was your top 5?
Thank you for asking.
Give me the top 5 artists.
So there's a small caveat here.
Nickelback.
Maybe.
Machine Gun Kelly.
No, actually, surprisingly.
Whoa.
I was shocked.
K didn't make the top 5?
No. And here's why. So I am a converted from Apple Music to Spotify customer. About 3/4 of the way through this year, I went from Apple Music to Spotify. So really, I'm kind of all thrown off.
The stats are skewed.
They are big time skewed. But I'll give you the first 3. I don't remember 4 and 5 because they were so irrelevant. But yeah. So number 1 was the Killers. Obviously, I love the Killers.
Wait, have you heard of their song "Mr. Brightside"?
I haven't. I can't. By the way, I cannot wait for the wedding video. I don't know if he left by then or not. But oh my gosh, when Mr. Brightside came on at the wedding, I was just like, that was the best 2 minutes of my life easily. Oh man, was me screaming the lyrics to Mr. Brightside.
I could tell. I could see the joy level was just top tier up here, Mr. Brightside.
And that was my number 1 song, by the way.
Oh, I know. And I could have guessed that.
Actually, the Killers held 3 out of my top 5 songs. It was like Mr. Brightside, Boy, which is new by them, and then Somebody Told Me. Yeah. So it's very predictable. Number 2, also predictable. To the people that know me well, can you guess? It's not anyone that you said already though. Huh. It's not MGK. It's not Nickelback. It's not the Killers. Obviously, it's someone else that you're gonna be like,
man.
They're.
It's a group.
No, it is an individual, and this individual is over the top famous.
Over the top
Over
famous?
like total star,
It's
as high as you can get.
It's a girl?
I'm not telling you. It's an individual.
Taylor Swift.
Yep, that's her.
Yeah,
That's
I knew
her. That's the woman.
For some reason in my head, Justin Bieber popped in there, and I
Bruh,
was like,
no.
I don't think Jeff listens to Justin Bieber, but I feel like you were a Swiftie.
Oh, I am such a Swiftie. In
Yeah,
fact, I almost posted it on my Instagram story. Like, I had it drafted up and everything. It was like the screenshot. It was like forever a Killers fan and Swiftie diehard. And then I was like, X out. Decided not to post it.
yeah, that's okay. What was your third?
Third was Nickelback. I don't think I would not rank them my third favorite artist. So
Spotify did, but it's all right.
yeah, I don't know. I guess numbers don't lie, right? So whatever. But
People may lie, but
That's true.
numbers don't.
yeah,
Remember that.
facts. So they did make it. Hence the Spotify rap. That was my cover. Was me with
Nickelback.
Nickelback top
Genre.
artist, genre embarrassed.
Yikes.
And then 4 and 5 were people that I don't listen to. So I don't know what happened there.
That's weird.
Yeah.
What about your podcast?
Pods, it was Oops was number one,
Definitely
like you.
Oops, yeah.
Diehard Oops fan. If you like this podcast, you'll probably like Oops.
Yeah, they're way better than us.
Well, I mean, easy. Come on, have some confidence.
Listen, I have some confidence. They're just...
They are better than us.
It's like if I played like D1 basketball, like obviously I'm good, but Michael Jordan's better.
True. Oops is the Michael Jordan to our Duke men's basketball team of the 2000s.
Yeah.
We're still elite, but not quite elite.
We're still great.
So Oops obviously number one.
The numbers lied there, but
yeah, that might be true. Then it was us, and then I don't remember the order, but I had Rogan on there.
Yep.
Gary V.
I was gonna say, where's Gary V? I know you're a big Gary V guy.
I think Gary V was 3 or 4, and then Rogan was the other one. 5 was Wall Street Breakfast.
Oh.
So it's
Big
good.
Wall Street. I used to read the Wall Street Journal every day.
Yeah, big business guys. Huh?
When I grew up.
Oh, okay.
Just kidding.
Wall Street Breakfast.
Just kidding.
It releases at 6 or 6:30 every morning, and it's just like 5 to 10 minutes of business news for the day.
Huh.
So I listen to it. I don't listen to it.
Does it have
every
like
day, but
stocks on there
often.
too?
Yes, and it talks about like the Nasdaq and the S&P and the Dow and all that. It's pretty good.
The Dow.
Yep.
Big old Dow.
Going back to podcasts, by the way, I got through the Full Send episode as you recommended it to me with Andrew Tate, the most recent one.
Yeah,
I finished it.
Did you listen to it?
I did. I listened to the whole thing. And
how'd you feel?
I think you have a valid point. He doesn't seem like that bad of a guy. I don't.
So it caused some redemption.
Yeah, a little bit. He was a little. I've gained a little bit more respect.
That's hype.
He's not really my guy still, but I respect some of his opinions.
All right.
And to his credit, he gets a lot of people like take the worst sounding parts of his clips and like post them.
Well, yeah.
So it's like he says, whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
Insert,
that's what I told you. Yeah.
Insert, whatever here, and it's like the worst, and you have no context of the rest of it.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's as bad as everyone thinks he is, but I'm still not.
Definitely
really
not a certified lover boy. You know what I mean?
I thought you forgot.
No, I actually fit like 4 in that.
Did you?
Conversation we just had? Just so you know.
I'm not as big of a Drake guy as you were.
I mean, some of his songs are just like one words that make sense, so it'd be tough. The real Drake fans out there, I'm gonna listen to this and I'm gonna count them. So if you get it right, maybe I will give you a nice little prize.
Maybe we'll send you some merch.
Yeah.
Some
Himby merch.
Himby merch, or something. Free T-shirt, whatever. Yeah. By the way, the views today are just crazy.
I already put views in there. That was a good one though.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really. It was so out of context.
I know. It kind of went like 0 to 100 like real quick.
Yeah, there you go. I set you up for that at least.
I have a random question for you.
Okay. What do you got?
So you're done with that, right?
Yeah, that's all.
All right, cool. So today something happened, and it immediately made me feel like things happen sometimes that make you look like a tool, but you didn't intentionally do that. Does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, like I don't want to look like a tool, but I do anyway because I do something.
Because
bad,
like something, but it was unintentional. No, but like it's not like your intention had nothing to do with it, but like to the other person, they're like, "Wow, this guy's a tool."
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
Does that happen to you?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I asked that because today I went to go, like I told you earlier, I went to go pick up my lunch from the pizza place right down the road, and I ordered a turkey sub.
Yep. Nice. Nice.
It was good. I went there, and I like walk in. I'm in like my Air Jordan sweatpants, my Air Jordan sweatshirt.
Dang, you
like
looking fly.
My Helly Hansen,
man.
jacket. I was just looking like, it's whatever.
And you pulled up to my job site looking like that?
Yeah. Yeah,
looking like the big boss.
And my Audi S3. I mean, whatever. It's whatever.
Yeah. They were all like, "Oh no, boss here."
But anyway, I go to pay for the food. Yikes. I go to pay for the food, and in my wallet, I got a new debit card.
Yeah, from Bank Hometown, right?
Yeah.
Jess got the new one too.
Yeah, but
looks good.
It wouldn't let me. It said you can do it at the ATM, but it wouldn't let me, and I just haven't
activated it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like switch it over, and I just haven't. I'm just like, I don't know why I haven't done it on my laptop, but it's just in there, but it doesn't work. So I have both of them, but they're like in the same slot in my wallet. And when I went to go pull it out, I pulled out both, and I handed both cards to this guy, and he was just like he had two cards in his hand. He was like, and I was like, oh man, I'm sorry about that. And and in my head, I was like, this guy probably thinks I'm such a tool, like handing him like two debit cards. What's up? I don't know why. It just felt like yeah, I got money, whatever.
Out of everything I thought you might say, that is the last example I thought you would
I know,
it
wasn't that bad, but I just thought like, man, like I must like you could just tell he was super confused, and like I didn't like react in any sort of way, so like in my head I was like, man, this guy just thinks I did this on purpose, like I'm being some sort of tool bag.
That's reasonable. I to make you feel better, I feel like, and I'm a very harsh critic on the inside. I don't really say anything, but on the inside I'm like, oh, I don't want to say judgmental, but I'm a harsh critic. And I would not have thought you were being a tool. I would have just thought, oh man, this guy made a silly little mistake.
Yeah.
Handed me 2 debit cards. No big deal. No biggie. So I think you're good. But although I can see why you might be upset about this.
Yeah. I don't think he like thought I was an awful person or anything like that. I just thought because the way I reacted, I just was like, oh yeah, I don't know why that happened, or you know what I mean, like I don't know. I just
what did you say exactly?
The guy just looked at me and with a weird he was just like, why'd you give me 2 cards? And I was just like, yeah, that happens sometimes.
What? That's what you chose to respond to?
I don't even know what it was, something like that. I guess I was just like, whatever.
Oh yeah, sometimes I just hand people 2 debit cards.
Because I meant you take them out and sometimes they just slip out. Same thing when I take out, because the same thing happens when I pull out my credit card, because I have my regular credit card, my JetBlue one.
Yeah.
Which, if you guys ever need a referral. But I have my regular one, and I pull that out, but then because the Apple card is so heavy.
Oh yeah.
Because it's metal, it pulls out with it, and then it will fall and hit the ground. And then it's like
clang, clang,
oh, this guy he's got a metal credit card. Oh, he must be freaking a millionaire.
Yeah.
Which I am. So
checks out.
So it's true, but I just don't want to be perceived as that.
I can't believe that's what you chose to say. You said something like,
dude, I was not in the zone.
Oh man, that happens. Sometimes I just give 2 people 2 of my debit cards and say, hey, they can choose which one this goes on because I have so much money. Now I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I didn't mean to say it like that or even say that. I was just like, You know, I was in the zone at work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was at my house, but working.
Yeah.
And I was just in the zone
Mm-hmm.
working on this project, and then I was like, man, I'm really hungry. And then I looked at my calendar and I was like, oh, I got meetings at this time, so I should go get lunch right now.
Yeah.
So I left that, but I was still thinking.
Mm-hmm.
So I went there. Well, I ordered it, and then I went there 15 minutes later, and I just was thinking, and it caught me off guard because he looked so confused, and I was like, why is this guy confused at my card? Did I give him my license or something? And then I looked, and he had both of them, and I was like, oh. So I was just caught off guard. I wasn't on my A game.
Oh, yeah, no, clearly. I could see what you were thinking now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my idiotic moment.
Yeah. Aside from this, I have faults of my own that I would like to discuss.
Oh.
I think...
Let's hear about these faults.
So once again, we've talked about this before a little bit in my... I have a difficult time with gas stations, and I'm starting to think that I really do need therapy for this. But because
we'll start a GoFundMe page on here to pay for your
pay for my therapy. We've talked about this, like I said. But last week I walked into a gas station, Cumberland Farms, good old Cumbies.
Oh, I love it.
And totally overwhelmed with decisions on what I was going to eat for my snack. I'm telling you, I walked around the gas station 3 or 4 times.
Let me give you some advice.
I'm telling you.
Can I give you some advice?
Please.
You just have to pick your go-tos and just do it.
Okay.
And go to it.
All right.
Unless and then every once in a while you're like, I'm feeling different, and you get something different. But my go-tos, you already know the first two. Mm-hmm. In the morning, donuts. I could go through the aisles and be like, do I want a cherry Pop-Tart? Do I want a Nutri-Grain?
See,
do I want a Cliff Bar? No,
me.
You just get the donuts and you walk. You don't even think about it. And then for snacks, I have my go-tos. I have Funyuns. Mm-hmm. Love my Funyuns. I have baked Lay's.
Okay,
It's
nice.
a go-to.
Yeah.
And then for sweet stuff, it's always the Big Cat, like I told you.
The Big Cat, yeah.
Or peanut butter M&Ms. Those are go-tos. You just have to find your go-tos and then just go there and then just pick between the 2 or 3 that you've already pre-chosen.
Okay, so I need to sit down over 15 minutes before I'm ready to go. Come up with a list.
But only once. Then they're your go-tos forever.
Forever?
You could switch them up every once in a while.
Something different?
If you want something different in that moment, then you get it. Because you'll know. But if you limit yourself, but you got to have more than one go-to. Because if you go there and it's not there, then you've ruined your whole life.
That's your whole life.
So,
you're right. That's true.
You have to have at least 2 or 3. I've done that before. I walked in and I was so dead set on Funyuns. And I walked in, no Funyuns. And I was like, frick. So I was like, oh, well, I guess it's baked Lay's today,
So I guess what the solution is to do what you said and create a flow chart. Okay. If they don't have my peanut butter and jelly Smuckers, then I'll move on to the Cliff peanut butter bar. If they don't have that, I'll get, my Skittles or something.
Or you can look at it like that. Or the way I look at it is you need to make it a multiple choice question.
Okay.
No open essay question.
You're right.
It's multiple choice. So you have them, and one of them is the correct answer. You can't write in, a different answer.
I'm going to have a honey bun today.
Yeah.
No. We don't do that.
No. Unless you're just dead set on the honey bun, then that also alleviates your problem.
I think I'm starting I get excited about the possibility of what they have on the griddle. On the little roller burner things. They have those little tornadoes.
Isn't it just like hot dogs?
No, they have tornadoes.
No, they have tornadoes.
Tornadoes and nachos and hot dogs and pizza. And they have breakfast
you're going
sandwiches.
for a full meal. I did have a breakfast sandwich and it was not bad the other day.
They're skipped
not bad. Because that's the thing. I usually get the donuts, but I was feeling a little bit more. So I just went over and picked up a bacon, egg, and cheese on a croissant. Went for it. But it was just a spur of the moment. But if I was debating, I would have been donuts all day.
Okay. I think I can work on that. I think that I'm not even, this is not a joke. This is not for the sake of the pod. I'm telling you, I will spend 10 minutes in a Cumberland Farms looking at all the options.
Man,
You believe it, I'm sure.
I believe it.
I have been having their black coffee a lot recently. There's a Colombian Supremo blend that I'm a fan of.
I just go over to the iced coffee, and whatever one is open, I just pour.
Yeah.
Put some ice. Well, here's a question for you.
Okay.
That's related. Do you ever get iced coffee there? Or have you ever? Or
once.
I guess this could also apply to like a fountain drink as well.
Okay.
Do you put the ice in first? Oh no, I guess it only applies to the coffee. Because it's not like super cold.
Is it not?
I don't think so. Because my problem is I put the ice in first like a normal human being.
Yes, that's the correct answer.
But then when I pour the coffee, it just like melts a lot of the ice as I'm doing it. Like it's the iced coffee, it says it.
Really?
And I do it, but I think maybe it's just like the stream is like too intense. And it's just melting the ice with the stream.
The intense stream.
But like half the ice is gone, but then I'm like, man, I want some more freaking ice. But then when I do it, it's like, splash!
Yeah, it's like freaking Hiroshima or something. Does that not make sense? All right.
No.
We can get rid of that.
We'll
maybe.
bleep that maybe. No, it's like a tsunami.
A tsunami.
That's
a better analogy.
Yeah. And then it gets everywhere, and I remember one day I did that, and like an ice cube like bounced so far in and hit another one that it bounced out and landed on the ground. And I felt so bad, but I just kicked it under the counter because I was like, I'm embarrassed right now.
The thought of you pouring your coffee, a piece of ice bouncing out, hitting the floor, and then you looking down at it, then looking up and looking all around you to see if anyone's there, then kicking it under the counter just drives me bonkers.
This is an exact play-by-play. Oh, man.
That's too funny. And yes, you cannot put the ice in after the liquid. That's just criminal.
I was on my worst behavior, you know.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
That was too good. Nice. Very, very, very well done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I will say the black coffee at Cumbies is good. The Colombian blend. The Colombian blend is good because as far as iced coffee goes, it's only flavored. I don't really like black coffee iced. I think it's kind of weird.
I agree.
But in the afternoons, the office is in the plaza with Cumbies, so.
Oh, that's right. You guys are like A1s right there.
Yeah, so I'll take a little stroll down into Cumbies, grab some black coffee for $1.06. You can't beat it.
You can't.
It's pretty good. Pretty good for $1 because Dunkin' and Starbucks are so expensive now. It's like I'm paying $5 to $7.
Everything's just dummy expensive right now, and it makes me kind of mad. Like I went to, that grinder I got earlier, the sub, the turkey sandwich, the sandwich.
Yeah. I get you.
Guess how much that was? It was. They say it's a small, but it's actually like what a normal Subway would be because the large is huge. But guess what a small is?
Well, normal Subway, the full Subway?
Yeah.
12 inches? You think it's 12 inches?
No, it's probably like 10.
Okay, 10 inches?
Yeah, but it's close. And it's like jam-packed, so it's not like they're skimping out on anything. But guess how much a small was? And all I got was turkey, cheese, bacon, and lettuce.
Before or after tax?
And toast. After tax.
$12.95.
Close. I think it was like $11.50. But I was like, bro, this is like
I know.
Small sub. You know what I mean?
It adds up eating out.
It does. Even McDonald's, you're not leaving for less than 10 anymore. Unless you get like the 2-for-4 McDouble.
Yeah. But
does that really fill you?
No, absolutely not. No. Not me. Remember the $1 menu at McDonald's? You could get a McDouble for $1.
Yeah.
What the heck happened to that, huh?
One time, I remember when I was in middle school, and at one point the McDoubles were like 89 cents. So like it actually came out to $1. And one time we were on the way to Providence Place. It was like me and a bunch of friends from middle school, and we went there, and all we had was like $10. We were like, yo, 10 McDoubles right now.
Mm.
And it was 3 of us, and we split them, and then I think whoever like got to the like whoever ate their 3 the fastest could have the 10th one.
It's a dangerous game.
But it was good because we each just pooled our money and got 10 McDoubles. Those were the good old days. Now $10 gets you like a burger and some fries.
You can't get the meal for $10. It's $12 to get the meal.
Yeah, it's annoying.
It's ridiculous. But
Inflation,
now I want some
am I
McDonald's. Right? Yeah. Speaking of which, I went to along these lines. Hence why I said speaking of which. We went to Walmart over the weekend, and Jess and I were commenting on this. We went into Walmart for like 2 pies, a game. What? Why are you laughing? We got 2 pies.
It's alright. Yeah.
2 pies, a game, and then a couple of other small things. We had 10 items or less.
Okay.
It was $120.
Yikes.
For like nothing. We got a quarter of milk, or what is that? A liter of milk? Not a liter.
A quart,
not a quarter. a quart. We got a quart of milk as well, 1%, and it was $120. The pies were like $17 each. They were 10-inch. They weren't anything special.
Yeah, it's bad.
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Bonkers and yonkers, you know.
Would you mind if I told you something that I have to add to the hate list that we hate as a group?
What is our hate? I actually have it on my phone.
I have it too, but it's tied up at the moment.
Yeah, let me. Yeah.
You're gonna pull it out and recap what's on our hate list.
Yeah, go ahead and let me know. Make me proud.
Okay, so this all stems from the 99. Now I don't necessarily despise the 99 because I think they have halfway decent food. Therefore, they're not.
So not the 99. Do not write 99.
Do not write the 99.
All right, bet.
99 is okay. A couple of wrong moves. They will land on the hate list. What I have to add to the hate list right now, as of this moment, is a part of the 99.
Oh.
Popcorn as an appetizer just drives me nuts. Drives me absolutely nuts. I can't take it. If you don't give me a loaf of bread, I don't even want to go back to the place.
If you don't give me they're doing it wrong.
I would rather you yes, they are. I would rather you give me nothing than give me popcorn. I don't want anything if you're going to give me popcorn. I think popcorn is something you have with a movie. It's something you have as a snack. It's not something you have as an appetizer. You have bread. You have some bruschetta.
Bruschetta?
You have some side salads. Popcorn as an appetizer is the worst thing that anyone's ever come up with, and it's no wonder that 99 locations all over the place are closing. It's because of this gosh darn popcorn as an appetizer garbage. I'm mad about it. I'm telling you, I'm mad.
I know, I can tell. I wrote it down.
So how do you feel about popcorn as an appetizer? There's only one right answer.
See, I wouldn't put it on my hate list. I will, though.
Thank you. Good, it deserves it.
Yes, because I feel the hatred through you. But it's definitely not an appetizer.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a movie snack or late night snack.
Yes.
If you don't have like chips. 10
o'clock rolls around. You're hungry, but you're gonna go to bed soon. Popcorn, by all means.
Yeah, but and it's different because some places will have like peanuts out. Like I think the Outback or
Five Guys.
Yeah, like Five Guys and. Like, they have peanuts, but that's just like you're chilling, you're eating, but they give you bread still. It's not like they replaced the bread with peanuts.
Yep, not Five Guys, but the Outback, yes.
Yes. Yeah, well, yeah, but that's like a fast food restaurant.
Yeah, so I think it's great that they give you peanuts.
Yeah.
And the Outback as well, because you get the bread.
Yeah.
If I'm going to pay $20 for an entree, then I want bread.
Yeah.
There's no reason to give people popcorn. It gets stuck in your teeth. It's not filling, which I suppose that's what you want in an appetizer. But regardless, I would much rather have some bread.
Yeah.
It's frustrating.
You know what? Look alive, 99.
Yeah, watch out. I'm coming for you.
Better watch out, because your money's going to be in the grave soon.
It is. It amazes me that gosh darn place in Killingly Commons is always busy, because I don't think it's very good.
Yeah, it's not the greatest. I will agree with that.
It's because there's nothing else in the area. It's like there or Real Side or Giant Pizza, which are both not Giant. Well, Giant's fine. Which are both perfectly adequate.
Giant
options.
used to be goated.
Falling off a little bit.
Their sauce used to be so good. You get lost in the sauce. It was like scary hours at Giant. But
not to give anybody bad press.
Yeah.
But just being
they're
honest.
still good. There was like a 2-month period at Giant, though, where it was not good.
Was it during that time that we went and we waited for like 45 minutes?
I think so. Because I remember I was like, what's wrong with this? Like, the sauce was not good. The cheese was not good.
Yeah.
Like, even the bacon wasn't that good. And I think they, like, changed suppliers for something. They must have. But then, like, I was like, you know what? I got to give them another chance. Like, they're some of the OGs in my life. Remember we used to go there for Priv sometimes?
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to give them another chance. And they came back with some... It was all right. It wasn't anything special. But, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been meaning to talk about that for a while, and I'm happy I finally got it off my chest. And no one else sees my point in my life. No. Let me rephrase that.
Listen, Jeff. Laugh now, cry later, all right?
No one else in my life sees the point in what I'm saying.
I get what
No one else that I know sees the point in me bashing popcorn as an app. Everyone around me loves me and thinks my life is worthy.
Maybe not everyone, but...
Most of the people that I know, I think, like
yeah.
me. There are a few, probably, that, but...
Yeah.
I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know why people don't want bread.
No, I think people do. I think it's just... It must be too much of an expense for them.
Yeah, they're cheaping out.
Yeah.
They're cheaping out on it.
Maybe that's why they're the 99 and not the 100.
That's facts. Yep.
Because they're just going 99, you know?
Whereas
you need to give the full 100 in my book.
Yep. You could start from the bottom, then you could get to the 100. But don't stop at 99, baby.
That's correct. Do not stop at 99. Bring us bread.
Bring us bread.
Or do you think the ongoing community of gluten-free people is pushing that?
I don't even want to talk about this. Aren't there gluten-free options for bread?
Yeah, it's not good though. I've never had a gluten-free bread that I've actually thought, man, I would love to eat this again.
Well, that's fine and dandy. But the vast majority of the people are not gluten-free. By all means, have a gluten-free option. Oh, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Waiter. I'm gluten-free. I can't enjoy this bread. Is there anything else you can give me? He or she should bring you back something else, something gluten-free.
Like what?
I don't even know what isn't gluten-free, to be honest, because I don't pay attention. Is popcorn even gluten-free?
I'm
Probably.
pretty sure.
It's just a little
it's
nut.
Just corn. It's a kernel.
It's a kernel.
It's a little nut.
I couldn't think of the name.
Oh, man.
It's just a little kernel.
Yeah, it's not. It's gluten-free. Popcorn is.
Or have both. I don't care. Have both. Just don't stop at the popcorn, because it shows that you're cheap. It shows that you're the 99, and you always will be the 99 because you're garbage.
You'll never be 100. No, not with popcorn. That's for sure.
Oh, this drives me nuts. But I really feel like I'm firing on all cylinders tonight.
You are.
Except I can't really talk, but that's okay.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
My mind is racing.
Jeff Gordon?
Did you like my title on the Spotify rap for the Gordon thing? That was pretty good, right?
That was good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, check that out. How I Met My Brother pod.
On the IG.
On the good old IG, you know?
Yep.
But yeah, so... Are you done with the 99?
Yeah, I'm done.
That's done with your hate list?
Yeah. It's the popcorn. It's not...
I
don't like
added
the 99.
I added it. I didn't add the 99, but I did add...
The 99 is just fine. But yes, I'm done. I'm complete. Well, this portion of my conversation with you is complete.
All right, good. All right, good. No, I just wanted to mention, another weekend in the books, and it was so chill.
Yeah?
So chill.
You didn't do much, did you?
Didn't do much. On Saturday, I just woke up in one of those moods, like, I'm not doing anything. You call me? Hey, Jake, hey, no. Not doing it.
Not doing it.
And it was pretty good. You know, I woke up. I only slept in. I mean, till like 9:30, which is like for some people maybe really late. For me, it's not on a Saturday. Like that's either average or early.
Yeah.
I didn't get out of bed until like 10. But I woke up at 9:30, was just chilling. I think I set my fantasy lineups, or checked them at least. And got up. I called up the restaurant down the road, LB's.
Is that where we got the dogs?
No.
The glizzies?
No, the LB. It's like LB's Family Diner or whatever. So
You
wanted to go there once, and you said it was open, but I don't think it was.
Oh.
That place.
Okay, yeah.
Anyways, they serve good breakfast, so I was like, I hit them up and I was like, yo, you know, let me get some of that eggs and bakey, wakey, jakey, you know what I mean? And so I went to pick that up, and then I just literally watched Breaking Bad all day.
Really?
Got to the final episode. I finished the series again for the third time. Maybe fourth.
Did you really? Oh my gosh. That was quick, too.
I grinded.
That was pretty quick. Because you said
I watched
you were
so many episodes. Yeah. Got to the last episode right at the right time. Went to my parents' house, ate dinner, watched a movie with them. Came back here. I think I played 2K. And then I went to sleep. That was my Saturday.
Not too shabby.
Very unproductive, but you know, busy bee over here. I needed to take a day and just lay down.
You so needed that. You did. You really did need that. Everyone does.
Yeah. And then yesterday I kind of did the same, but just added in like church and a youth group and
fill in the gaps with
the small gaps with just different little things. But nothing out of the ordinary there, but yeah, that was me.
That sounds like this coming weekend for me. I don't have much going on at all, actually.
Ooh.
So if you're around, you know.
I think I have Friday off.
Off from work?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Either that or the next Friday. I can't remember what I took off. I had an extra day, so I took it off. I don't know. Long weekend, I guess. But my first basketball game starts this Friday.
Did you get drafted yet?
I got drafted.
Are you happy with your team?
Yes.
Really? Actually?
Yes.
Nice.
I got drafted by the same guy that I got drafted by in the first session, who took the second session off. He's my boy Matt. He like led the league in scoring. He's a beast. He's a big man. Love him. Glad that he drafted me again, which affirmed that he loves me.
Yep.
So shout out to Matt. And then I got this other big man on my team that I've wanted to play with ever since I started. His name is, I don't know his actual name, but we call him Rhino.
Nice.
He's this big dude that's like probably the biggest guy there as far as like girth.
Yeah.
And but he's like a beast, and he can like shoot from anywhere. He's just a beast. And so I'm glad to play with him. I'm playing with the league commissioner, my boy Eddie.
Nice.
Who started the league. I've always wanted to play with him. Because we used to play. Actually, I used to be on his team for the Putnam league that I was in, and you know we played well together. So I was excited for that. And then there's some other guys here and there that I played with before, and was like, it's good. Like it's gonna be tough to beat our team, I think, especially with those two big. There's not many like good big men in the league, so to have those two guys as like that's good. And then like you fill in some of the guard spots, like we're gonna be good.
So where do you think you guys will? Do you think you'll get to the finals?
I think we could win.
You think you could win it all?
I think we could have been in the finals this past year with like a not so great team, just because like when we did play good, we beat teams. I mean, we technically got third place, so we were right there. But like, I think with this team, we could easy.
Really?
Oh yeah, because like there's no team that's going to be able to guard us down low. And if they let me play a little bit more of my point guard, which I did the first session with Matt, who's our team captain.
So you probably should play point again.
So I'll play it again probably, and we just worked so well together, and
Rhino's
so excited.
Rhino's not a big man. Matt's not a point guard. Is Elijah a point guard?
Elijah?
What's it? It started with an E.
Eddie. Bro, I feel like you just throw names out there.
They always start with the right letter.
Jeff, I'd be like, yo, Jeff, yeah, my friend John, and Jeff would be like, yeah, what about Justin? Is he coming? It's like, bro, you like,
that's so accurate.
Went out of your way to pick the wrong name. No, he's short, so I guess point guard, but he usually plays shooting. Like he's like a catch and shoot like sniper.
So he's probably more of a shooting guard.
Yeah. So whereas that's what role I usually play. I don't really see a guy that's gonna run point, and there's a few guys I don't know who they are, so maybe them. One guy said he played D2 college basketball, and
it's pretty good. You have to be pretty.
He was kind of like
D2.
bragging. He was like, yeah, let's play as a team. Like I could easily drop 25 a night, but I was like, oh, okay, buddy. And one guy was like, yeah, I'd love to see you drop 25.
Did he say that?
Yeah, like he was trying to be nice, but I was in my head. I was like, this guy's like egging him on.
He's roasting him. That's cool.
Nice. Yeah, that's what I have Friday at 5:30 or 6.
Oh, you playing Fridays now?
Yeah, it switched to Friday.
That's so lame. So we usually hang on Fridays.
Well, it's just one game and then I'll leave. It's like an hour.
Lame.
You're
gonna be like, oh, I'm dead. Sorry.
No, I'm just gonna. No, I'll party all night.
Where? It's in Oxford, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'll see you some Saturday
Center.
or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
That's cool though. Nice. How many weeks?
10, and then playoffs, I think.
So
maybe the 10 does include playoffs. I don't know.
That's
only
cool,
$120 or something like that.
It's a good deal. That's good
it's like $12 a week or something like that.
Do you guys get pennies or uniforms?
We get shirts.
Okay, yeah, nice.
And then the winners get sweatshirts.
Do people cut the sleeves off?
Oh, all the time.
Do you cut the sleeves off?
No.
I didn't see that. Yeah.
So
you're not
you know what's funny is actually it's funny that you bring this up because this last session, I had some like thicker guys on my team that like he didn't like because like nobody really answers him fast. The commissioner guy, like he bought like 2 smalls, 2 mediums, 2 larges, 2 extra larges, 2 XXL. We got some big guys out there. But like so some of the bigger guys needed to take the larges and extra larges, so I was stuck with a medium. And I don't really fit in a medium anymore. So it wasn't like that bad, but it was really snug. So I did actually cut the sleeves off that because it was restricting my arms. But I looked straight out of like the Trailer Park Boys or something like that. And then we had one extra XL. Yeah. And I was like, I'd rather it be baggy.
Oh, for sure.
So I just took the baggy one and kept the sleeves on.
I would take the XL.
I like wearing a penny. I like sleeveless, but I just don't like, I'm not like jacked. You know, I mean like I am. Like I'm jacked up, you know.
For some reason I don't always look jacked.
Yeah, but my arms are they don't look big to other people, but to me they're huge. No, but I don't have these huge arms, so like the cutoff that like there was one guy on my team, Adam, who like he's not like a big dude, but like he had like big biceps and he had like what are these traps? Yeah. His traps were like huge. And so he was just like walk in, but he like cut off, but like it looked like he like you can pull that off. Yeah. Whereas like me, my arms are so lanky that I don't have like definition in my body. Same with my buddy Jesse. Like, he's strong. But like his arms are so long that it's not like he has this like bulging bicep. Yeah. So like he doesn't cut him off either because he's like, yeah, why would I do that? It just makes my arms look longer. True. So looking like Slender Man out there. You know?
Slender Man. Yeah, that's cool. That's exciting. I'm happy you're still an athlete. You're a competitive boy. We're leaving for our two-man team golf.
Yeah, we gotta go and like right now.
Yeah, just about. It's about that time.
Yeah. So I'm ready to. I played pretty good last week.
You did. Did you get the email that's a practice round now? You didn't get that?
No, but I did get the invite again, and I accepted, and I was like, where's my score from last week? So now that makes a lot of sense.
That's what happened. He had to change it into a practice round because of some technical stuff, but...
That's fine. That means... But now will that count towards my handicap?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you're still going to be in good shape.
All right, cool. Well, that's good then, because it wasn't really good. The first 2 were 8s, so I'll play better this week, hopefully. Yeah,
we'll both clean it up.
Now I say that, I'll like kill it. I'll like suck, but whatever.
We'll give you an update next week.
Yeah. Anyways, big competitive boy over here. And, yeah, that's how I met my brother.
Yep, give us a follow. TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, How I Met My Brother Pod. Sayonara.